Pretty much every single website you use, every app on your phone, every movie you stream, it's all running on the cloud. And the company powering most of that internet, that's Amazon Web Services, or AWS. And honestly, this has created one of the biggest, if not the biggest, career opportunities in tech right now. So let's dive in and see what that actually means for you as a student. Look, this isn't just some theory, okay? It's a straight-up fact. AWS is desperately looking for people with cloud skills. The demand is just massive. To put it in perspective, India alone is projected to need 2 million. That's 2 million cloud professionals by 2027. This isn't just a few job openings. It's a wide open market just waiting for talent like you. So what does all that crazy demand mean for your wallet, right? For a fresh graduate? Well, the impact is, frankly, huge, and it's immediate. An AWS certified fresher can expect to earn anywhere from 20 to 50% more than someone without a certification. Think about that. That's a massive salary boost, right from day one of your career. Okay, so the big question is, how do you get these skills that everyone wants? Let's talk about the solution, AWS Skill Builder. Now, here's what's so cool about this. It's not some random third-party website. This is the official and totally free learning platform built by the very same Amazon engineers who built the AWS cloud itself. You're learning from the source. And what do you get for free? Well, a ton. We're talking over 900 self-paced courses you can do anytime. You get Cloud Quest, which is an actual role-playing game where you build real stuff. You can hands-on labs in a real AWS environment, not some fake simulation. And as you learn, you earn these shareable digital badges that employers actually trust, all while following the official paths to get certified. All right, let's get a little strategic here, because there isn't just one way to get all this free learning. Most students have no idea that there are actually 3 different doors you can walk through to get to AWS's learning resources. And trust me, knowing how to open all 3 gives you a serious advantage over the competition. Okay, here's how it works. Door number 1 is AWS Skill Builder. Anyone with any email can sign up and get those 900 plus courses. Door number 2 is AWS Educate. You just use your student email, and that unlocks free labs and even a job board. But the real secret weapon, door number 3, is AWS Academy. If your college is a partner, you can get 12 months of premium access, completely free. Let's get back to the money, because this is important. Your future salary, it's not something that just happens by accident. It's a decision you can actively make starting today. Let's look at the direct, undeniable financial kick you get from an AWS certification. Picture this. You've got 2 students, both with good marks. Student A has no certifications and gets a standard offer. Maybe 3.5 to 4 lakhs per annum. But student B, with the exact same marks, plus an AWS Cloud Practitioner certification, their offers are in a totally different league, jumping way up to the 5 to 7 LPA range. So let's put a hard number on that. We're talking about an extra 1.5 to 3 lakhs in your pocket. And that's not a one-time bonus. That is the difference in your salary every single year. It just compounds over your entire career, all from a certification that you can study for free. It's a no-brainer. Okay, I get it. Over 900 courses. That sounds overwhelming, right? So let's just cut through all the noise. Here's your shortcut. This is a curated list of the first 7 courses you should take, in this specific order, to get the biggest bang for your buck when it comes to getting hired. You're going to want to follow this sequence exactly. You start with Cloud Practitioner Essentials, that's your foundation. Then you make it real by playing the Cloud Quest game. After that, you hit Technical Essentials to get the core vocab down, and then you dive deep into EC2, security, DevOps, and even a little machine learning. This isn't just a random list, it's a roadmap built for a reason. Now, I have to stop and talk about Cloud Quest for a second, because this thing is a total game changer. Seriously. This is a full-on role-playing game where you're like a hero solving problems for a town. And the wildest part? To complete missions, you are deploying actual AWS services. It's learning by doing, not just by watching boring videos. And here's where it gets really cool. All that Linux stuff you're probably learning in college, commands like ls, chmod, ssh, grep, they're not just for exams anymore. Every single one of those commands works directly inside an AWS EC2 instance, which is basically just a server in the cloud. Just like that, your Linux skills are now cloud skills. All right, the top students don't just learn, they have a strategy. So let's go over 10 power moves that will put you way ahead of the average student and get you noticed by recruiters fast. First up, the strategy. Move 1, start with Cloud Quest to build your intuition. Move 2, use the AWS free tier to rebuild lab projects on your own. That's real experience. 3, document at least 5 of these projects on GitHub. An interviewer wants to see what you've built. 4, share every single badge you earn on LinkedIn. Recruiters search for this stuff. And 5, don't you dare pay for the real exam until you're consistently scoring over 80% on the practice ones. Next, execution. 6, earn your badges in a logical order. Cloud Basics, then Security, then DevOps. Tell a story with your skills. 7, join the AWS Community Builders program. The networking is priceless. 8, follow that recommended learning sequence we talked about. It's there for a reason. And finally, number 10, the next time you're on campus, ask your head of department about AWS Academy. Unlock that free premium access. Okay, we've covered the platform, the courses, the salary bump, the whole strategy. Now it's time to actually do something. So here it is, a super clear, super simple 7-day launch plan that you can start the second this is over. So here's your first week. Day 1, easy. Create your 3 free accounts. Day 2, the fun part. Jump into CloudQuest and just finish 1 mission. Days 3 and 4, start that core cloud practitioner course. Day 5 is a big one. You're going to do your first hands-on lab and launch a real server. Day 6, keep going with a course. And on day 7, you share your progress on LinkedIn and you ask about AWS Academy. Simple. I want you to think about what that means. Just 1 week from right now, you will have 3 active AWS accounts, you'll be partway through your first course, you'll have deployed your very first server on Amazon's global network, and you'll have a 30-day plan pointing you straight at that first career-changing certification. That's a huge transformation in just 7 days. And that brings us right back to where we started. The biggest job market in tech is wide open. The door is right there in front of you. You are literally standing at it right now. So the only question left is, are you going to open it